Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Duster Squad podcast. All four back again. So we missed Eric last week. So what's going on?
Well, I was just kind of telling Nick about work. So obviously I was supposed to text you guys because I was in the area, but my goodness, Albany Med was an absolute disaster. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Yeah, dude, it was an absolute disaster. From the I just want to be clear, from the administration standpoint, all like the residents and stuff were really nice. But yeah, no, it was just, oh my God, I was telling Nick, my days were like, they were so late on getting us paperwork because I need to identify like certain people that I want to interview, and I was doing 5 departments, so we are only 5 people, so each team member is doing like 4 to 5 departments.
Damn.
And I have to contact all these different people and getting a bunch of paperwork in my emails, and when it's the wrong paperwork is so frustrating. It's like just we basically ask, give us the paper copy because it's easier. Like we want to try to go paperless, but hard copies are nice because you can just pull them out. They're right there. You can mark them up, stuff like that. But it was just not good. So my days were like 12 hours, and then I'd get back to the hotel, and then I'd do more work, and then I'd fall asleep, and I would just repeat.
Do you get OT?
I hate this so much. I should be getting OT. That's a great question.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I should be getting OT. But yeah, and then last weekend, Sunday night, I had to do medical records last minute. That's why I couldn't make the podcast. So we have to make sure residents have supervision. So medical records are like the when you're in a hospital room, right? They're like asking you questions, and you see them on a tablet writing stuff down, or like or even like so medical records indicate like a resident signs it that they saw you as a patient, and then an attending will also sign it and say, I reviewed what the resident wrote, so we want to make sure that's happening. So I had to do a bunch of those last Sunday night.
Fun.
So work's just been like insane over the past few weeks.
Damn.
Nice.
Join the club.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, listen, because you're the same thing, government thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just, yeah.
It doesn't sound as bad as that, but I'm sure we can all at one point.
Yeah, but I had a wedding last night that I went to with Caroline. Caroline's friend Janet got married, so that was fun.
Excellent. Nice. Where was that?
It was in a place called Jericho Terrace on Long Island.
Cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
Did Caroline move again?
Yeah, she's in Kew Gardens.
Nice. Where is that?
Yeah, she's in Kew Gardens.
In relation to you now?
So it's actually closer.
There you go.
So it's like 40-ish minutes instead of like 45 to 50. It's like 40-ish minutes. And it's also right off of the Long Island Railroad now. I can take a train. Yeah.
Excellent.
There you go.
Because you guys took the Babylon train. You guys all know the Babylon train.
Yeah.
Of course. That's where that's where I got pecked by a pigeon.
Oh my God. I still think about that sometimes. That was crazy. Oh my God. You want to hear something? You know what? I have a pigeon story. Do you want me to share a pigeon story? I have a pigeon story from today.
Yeah.
So today, Caroline and I went into the city, and there's this place called Magnolia Bakery, and they have really good banana pudding. I don't know if you guys like banana pudding or ever had banana pudding.
I've had it. I don't know if I've ever had it.
So it's pretty good. This place was really good, but we were sitting outside of the bakery, and there was this older couple next to us, and they were like throwing bread to pigeons, and oh my God, the area got swarmed. So like we're trying to eat, like these pigeons start like coming over to us, and if you've seen pigeons eat, they just like they pick it up and they just like shake it really hard and like send it flying. It's like what? What does that accomplish?
Yeah, I don't really know the point of that, but.
So we had a bunch of extra spoons. So Caroline takes a spoon with banana pudding and just holds it out to a pigeon walking towards us, and I'm like, dude, he's gonna like start attacking the banana pudding, and this pigeon just gets up to it and it just stares at it. I'm like, dude, you're being offered free food, and it just didn't take it. It was like,
I don't think it realizes it's food.
Yeah, it's not food.
Yeah,
that's form. It's like not that form isn't food.
Yeah, it's pudding. Exactly.
You don't see pudding just lying around in nature too often.
It was wild.
He probably thought it was his own shit.
Yeah. That's the beauty of banana pudding. It looks like poop, but it tastes good.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
That's the beauty of it.
Well, cool. That sounds fun.
Yeah. How are you all? How are you all?
Are wild.
Yes.
I'm good.
Not too bad.
How's Nick?
Same.
Nick's tired. Nick's tired. Yeah, we all hung out. Me and Danielle and Nick and Liz and Aaron and Marcus all hung out last night, so that was fun. And then Danielle destroyed Nick and Liz's toilet.
The internet will tell all about that.
She's on the couch by me. She just goes, "That's fucking right." But yeah, so that was pretty much it. We carved some pumpkins.
Nice.
Went to have some wings.
Oh, yeah,
Pumpkins.
got a nice little cidery area.
How was your apple bread or whatever the fuck that was?
Oh, we haven't tried it. We haven't tried it yet. Probably tonight after this.
Did you try the crumble cookies yet?
I have not tried that either. Danielle did the regular chocolate chip one, and she quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
I think they're all well. We still have some left.
Well, that's good.
It wouldn't put it past us though to be eating it all in one day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, who would like to go first? Let's talk about that McDavid goal first, because that's gonna be quick, nice and quick. It was a nice goal.
Okay.
And it just shows his level of athleticism and reaction time.
Are you talking about where he like got tripped and started to do like a little spinny do like a top and then stopped himself and like caught it like midway through and then went in and shot? Yeah, that was nice.
Is McDavid hurt now?
Yes, I did just see that. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks. The push notification that I got from the Athletics said.
That's his first big injury since the one that took him out for the whole year.
The collarbone.
The collarbone injury. Which, I mean, 1 to 2 weeks... That doesn't. That's usually a pretty okay prognosis in terms of.
Leon can hold it together for 2 weeks.
In terms of hockey injury forecasts, that's not too bad.
God. Ooh, that might help out whoever's playing the boners next week and the week after.
That couldn't have happened like a few days sooner. Damn it!
That might be me. Jinx.
I think it's me.
We'll get to the fantasy later. I like to end the show with that. You know what? I'll go first. The Lightning are doing okay, except that they blew a lead to a 2-goal lead to the Leafs last night. So that was upsetting.
I saw that. That's not fun.
They Toronto'd against Toronto. What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Dude, Mike. Yeah. I want to say something about that. I want to hear your thoughts too, actually. Johansson, the goalie, played really well that night, though.
He's been doing fine. It's been.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's been the lack of defense in front of him. They've been doing fuck all on defense in front of this guy, and I don't know if they always play like that and Vasi just covers for him, or apparently this season I saw it in their documentary series. They've been implementing a new defensive structure. They've started a whole new defensive structure. In training camp is when they started that. So they might just still be getting used to that. I don't know. Sergachev's been ass also. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I mean, however many years of playing like you have in front of Vasilevsky, and I'm sure they're more used to being able to allow a little more.
Yeah, I'm sure. But they've known
but you got to pivot a little bit.
They've known for how long that if it's not Vasilevsky back there, and it's not going to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just and like I just said, Sergachev has been just god awful. I just really bad. So hopefully he figures it out because he just signed a long, expensive deal. So, but that's where I'll say Kucherov's on fire. He's doing his usual thing. Points kind of slow this year so far, but I'm sure he'll pick it up.
How's old Stammer doing?
He's doing okay. He got hurt for a little bit there. I don't know what it was, but he's got, I think, maybe 2 goals and a couple assists. So he's doing okay.
He does. He's getting me fantasy points. That's how I know that.
Yep. Yep. That's it for me.
I'd like to go next.
Oh, go.
Yeah, we didn't get any Islanders talk last week actually. So
well,
let's get some.
It kind of worked out because they had so few games.
Only 2 games. What the hell is that, dude?
So they've still only played 2 games?
No, they've had
now 4. Now 4.
Now it's
4.
Oh, now 4? Okay.
Because they lost to the Sabres last night, actually. But I will say this. So the Islanders obviously had a slow start. I actually wrote a little thing down. Sorry guys, give me one sec. So all right, big things this season, right? We talked about this. Horvat was a big one. Barzal was a big one. So the Islanders opened up the season beating the Sabres. That was a pretty good game. Brock Nelson kind of started off hot, which is good because the Islanders need all the depth scoring that they can possibly get. And Sorokin looked pretty good as well. They followed that up with a 1-0 win against the Coyotes. Classic Islanders game, a 1-0 win.
That is a very Islanders hockey game right there.
Yep. But I think a standout for that game is I think at one point the Coyotes only had like 4 shots on goal through 2 periods or something like that. Something ridiculous. And so the Islanders, again, defensive structure. It's like, okay, so your defensive structure is the same as we know.
Yep.
And the difference that game, I believe, was who scored the game winner that game? Yes, it was Matt Barzal on the power play. So their power play, their special teams comes through. And again, that's a good thing.
That was a nice shot too.
Yes, very nice shot. A one-timer. It was like, whoa.
It was weird.
After seeing Kucherov like just rip one-timers, I have such an envy for teams that just have like that guy that can take one-timers. Like I'm like,
it is nice.
Must be very satisfying. But yeah, so then the Islanders had a really big test. They had most of the week off. Then they played the Devils, and they lost in overtime to the Devils, but they hung with the Devils, and that was something that I actually liked seeing. Horvat scored 2 goals. So his first 2 of the season. And it was kind of a back and forth game. Sorokin looked great. He robbed Jack Hughes. I don't know if you guys saw that save, the NHL.
I think I remember seeing that get shared around that night.
Yeah. So that was a spectacular save. And they ended up losing in overtime because once again, Jack Hughes, right? It was like 1-on-3. He's just kind of like in between 3 Islanders, and he does his classic, he cuts across the ice and just shoots the opposite way.
That was nice.
Such a great player.
Another guy that's getting points.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But so Hughes, like again, I think defensively the Islanders kind of showed like against a fast young team like the Devils, that's when things start to kind of get a little bit dicey. But the fact that their offense kind of held them in there was something that I really wanted to see. That being said, it's very early on in the season. So by the end of the season, when you're kind of, I don't want to say running on fumes, but especially for an older Islanders team, it's going to get tougher as the season goes on. That's definitely an area of concern for me. And then they lost to Buffalo last night, and that was 3-1. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really watch that game at all because I was at a wedding. But that's their first regulation loss this season. It was due to come eventually. I still want to see the Islanders, their offensive pieces that they have, like Horvat, Nelson, Barzal. I'll throw Engvall in there because I have to. I want to see what they can do in the coming games. But so far, expected starts with Sorokin. Like you just know what you're going to get with Sorokin. You know what you're going to get with defensive structure. Let's see what the offense does in the next few weeks. And that's about it. That's all I got.
Cool. I also was not able to watch a lot of Lightning games because they keep putting them on NHL Network. I don't know why. The Lightning have played like 3 times on the NHL Network already. Like
NHL
also
Network.
The fact that that's a thing that gets blacked out on ESPN.
Yeah, that's horseshit. I'm sorry.
Is so dumb
because that's not even like no, that's not.
It's the NHL's rights. It's NHL Network. Like, what do you?
So the NHL themselves are blacking it out.
They're blacking it out, so it's exclusive on their channel.
That nobody gets.
That nobody has. It's an extremely specialty. It's like a specialty cable channel because, like, I remember my dad had to get specifically that way back in the day, like on our cable package. Like, it was an add-on on its own. And it's like it wasn't even part of Center Ice, which we used to get, which was its own shitty thing. But
so
anyway.
dumb.
However else to make extra money.
Yeah.
These companies and
Well, that's the thing. It's just gonna make people pirate it. It's not. Nobody's gonna actually.
Even for Thursday Night Football, I think Amazon Prime holds the right for Thursday Night Footballs, but you can stream it on Twitch for free. So it's like,
oh, well, there you go.
What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah. Well, technically, Twitch is Amazon, so
yeah.
But then it's free, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
maybe
kinda,
ad revenue. Ad revenue.
Yeah,
I guess
they'll get more ad revenue over on Twitch. I wonder how many people watch it. I didn't know that was a thing. That's interesting. Well, Nick.
So,
what do you got for us?
I don't have a lot.
Senators are doing okay.
They're doing okay. They're 3-2. A little disappointing that the 2 losses are their new goalie, and it's kind of been shelled the two losses.
That's a little upsetting.
Yeah, I think they lost 6-2 with him in yesterday, 6 or 5-2, and then he beat Tampa, but then he lost the one a game or two before that. Anyway, but the bright side, Norris is back. We were talking about that. That could have turned into something long term, and it didn't. So,
and he scored twice in his debut.
Which was nice to see. The other annoying thing is that Pinto's not signed yet, but I don't know.
That's an interesting.
Almost like you either got to figure out how to sign him or move him. But I've heard the name around the team that they want to move is Joseph, but nobody wants to take that contract on without a pick. So
yeah, I mean, because what is it like? It's like 1.2 something, which isn't that much, but that's just how close people are to the ceiling.
If he keeps playing the way he's playing, though, because he's had a good start to the year, right?
Yeah, he's
Dirty
doing
bastard.
okay.
He might be able to convince somebody to take him off Ottawa's hands if he keeps playing as well as he is.
Yeah, I think it sucks though because this kid's young, right? And you don't want to just have him on the shelf because it's he can't play. So
yeah, no, you can't do that because now especially if it happens for a long period of time, you're destroying his development as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So something I feel like is gonna happen here soon. You'd think sooner rather than later, but
bite the bullet and just ship out a pick with Joseph.
Yeah, but I heard the Joseph pick though, or the Joseph trade they want is like
a first, right?
I want to say it was Philly or something was talking about getting him, but they wanted to get a first with him, and I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot to ship out.
That's pretty steep, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's what I mean.
It's the thing. They don't have a choice. I
get that. Right? They're kind of over a barrel on this one, so
yeah.
It's like Adam Wilde says, the cap space is king right now. If you have cap space and can take on contracts and help other teams, you can ask for whatever you want.
And then when Ottawa goes back and is like, well, we don't want to do that. And it's like, well, you don't have much of a choice right now, do you?
Then enjoy having Pinto rot away on the bench.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's that part of it, but yeah.
So that's a little disappointing. I mean, the plus side to goalies is Forsberg's after that pretty nasty injury last year. He's 2-0. So
yeah,
there we go.
But other than that, they played. So they had a reunion with DeBrincat in Detroit.
Yeah, that got nasty, didn't it?
Yeah, he got leveled by. Last name is Greg. I don't even think he played on the team last.
Ridley Gregg. No, he did. He played some.
Oh, did he?
Did he?
Greg.
Yeah. This is his second year. He only had I think 40 some odd games last year.
And then he got a roughing penalty for it, and I was like, I would say that's kind of like a borderline hit. He definitely didn't have the puck, and it was after the pass went up the ice.
It was late.
Let
him play. It's a little late, but then when it's your team doing it, you're like, fuck it, come on, ref. Why couldn't you let that go?
Let him play. Let him go.
But they lost that game, so that kind of sucked. But I think DeBrincat's been halfway decent.
Oh,
Detroit's good too. So
he's been lighting it up.
DeBrincat's been doing well. Yeah, he's had a strong start.
He is the NHL leading scorer right now, folks.
No, in points.
I knew he was the other day. I didn't know if he still was
because he got a hat trick against the Calgary Flames. Detroit has improved to 5-1.
God dang, man!
There we go.
Highlight for the Senators: their last game they played. What's the last game? Hold on. Yes, the last game they played, they absolutely bent over the Washington Capitals 6-1.
Oh yes,
that was insane.
I don't know who scored, but it wasn't a lot of Capitals.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Capitals when we get to the Habs too.
They're just bad, huh?
But yeah.
All right. Well, is that all you got for us, Nicholas?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, they're looking okay. But you're also talking about 5 games in, right? A lot's going to change between now and then.
Oh yeah. All right. All right, hit us, Benny.
Well, you know how last week and after that Habs game I went to, I was like, yeah, Kirby Dach went down with injury, but we don't really know the details yet. Wait to see what's going on. Hopefully it isn't too long term. And then Tuesday rolls around and Kirby Dach is out for the year.
Yeah.
And I saw that. That's tough.
It's bad. It's bad. They don't really have an answer. Well, the answer they're going with right now is they've moved Newhook to centering the second line, which he's done some center time in Colorado in his time, and he's admittedly looked quite good so far to start the season with the Habs. But you could see in that first game without Kirby Dach that they were still very much so adjusting to the situation. That game against Minnesota was bad. They could not stop taking penalties. And then when Minnesota took a penalty, the Habs gave up 2 shorthanded goals for Minnesota on the same power play. So there was very little good about that game against Minnesota. Although the one nice thing that came out of it was they finally moved Anderson off of Suzuki and Caulfield's line. Because it wasn't working. It has never worked. It still was not working, and it doesn't work.
He's kind of like, look at those two and look at him. He's a big boy, and they're like little tiny speedster dudes. So
yes, but he's a big boy who can do nothing in terms of playing with somebody else. He is
that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't seem like he fits in well on that line.
Yeah.
Oh no.
To me, it sounds like he just shouldn't be playing.
Well, like he has his uses. Like on a third line, he's dynamic. He has a good burst of speed. He can get in alone sometimes, get some shots on, and he's effective at times. But he can't be helping. He's not good defensively, and he can't be helping Nick and Cole get the puck. Like it's not his thing. So they put Raphael Harvey-Pinard with Nick and Cole, which I love. Because while his ceiling probably shouldn't be a first-line player, he's at least a guy who's he's pretty defensively sound. Like they have him penalty killing, I think, as well. But he also is he's an energy guy. He's a get in the corners and retrieve guy that can then get it to Nick and Cole. And it just works a lot better. And it was a little rough to start in that Minnesota game, kind of for everybody. But then last night against Washington, they just legitimately look good. Like they had a really strong game, which it's Washington who, there was some moments in that game where I was like, oh no, Washington, you have fallen. You have fallen a good deal. They're not there. And the Habs went up 2-0, I think, through 2 periods and looked really strong at 5-on-5. They just played a good game. They got a power play goal. I think it was the first one all year. I think they were 0-11 before that game last night, and then got one last night, and they actually looked pretty strong in the power play, which was nice to see. Beautiful pass from Nick to Sean Monahan at the net front. Did a nice little just tap-in kind of goal off a nice pass. And then it was the other old man, Brendan Gallagher, finally showing a sign of life when he had not at all all season. He had been looking rough. But then he got one of the most Gallagher goals ever in that there was like a couple guys Habs net front and like they're chopping away. Puck kind of dribbles out front and you just see Gallagher bowl in, just fucking lift it, like does like a can opener, lift it up into the top of the net, and then he went into the net after it and followed the puck, and you just cuts to him celebrating, laying down in the net like yeah. I was like, that was the most Galley thing ever. And then they give up a 2-goal lead as the third period goes on, which is less great. I think when Washington was like went into the last minute down 2-1, they scored to tie it up. I was not watching the game at this point. I watched the first 2 periods, but then in overtime, nice pass from Nick Suzuki to lead up to Cole, who freaking snipes it short side past Darcy Kemper. It was a really nice shot.
I saw that
to
goal.
get the overtime winner, and Habs take the win. So through 4 games, Habs are 2-1-1.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah.
There's been a lot that I haven't liked about how they've played, but they've done a lot of their best to kind of stay in games. They're getting wins against opponents they probably should. Like they beat Chicago and they beat a pretty weak Washington team. If they could just stop taking fucking 10 penalties a game, they could probably save themselves a lot of trouble. Because that was what sunk them in against Minnesota. But yeah, I don't know. Things are going. Don't love Kirby Dach being out, but
yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I just want to see like a full season of Habs experiments where nobody gets injured. You know, just like fun, like
cool.
just let's try stuff.
I agree.
No expectations, yeah.
I would also be down with that, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. I think that's just how it works.
Well, there's always Molson.
It's always been a Canadian. So
I don't know. Have you guys seen much of the Habs lately? Have you been seeing any of the games?
No.
Yeah.
I always watched. Oh, sorry, Nick. Go ahead.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, you're biting your tongue. I was gonna say the only thing I've seen is like their highlights. I don't watch like full games, but I'll always watch their highlights, Benny, to keep in the loop of what they're doing. I didn't watch the Minnesota highlights though, because I'm like, oh god.
That's you didn't need to. It was a bad time.
Yeah.
I hate cutting people off. That's why I wanted you to go.
Okay, thank you.
I recognize that I do that a lot, so I was like, no, go. No, I was just gonna say the only thing I saw was the Dach injury, and I was like, oh, that's not a good one. That one's gonna hurt.
It's bad. It's very bad. They don't have the center depth to deal with this. They're not going to get Dvorak back until at the earliest November 4th because of the requirements to have guys out for LTIR. So once that happens, they'll be in a better spot. But
I guess the benefit to that is you're only a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
November 4th is what next Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, or 2 Saturdays from now. Yeah.
Well, not this upcoming Saturday, but following.
Yep. In a shocking twist, the Boston Bruins have not lost yet.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course.
4-0.
It turns out they're just good still.
Yeah, of course.
We thought they would take a step back, and they have not.
Vegas hasn't lost either.
Yep, Vegas is doing the same thing. It's kind of weird.
Isn't there another undefeated team too? I know Dallas has an overtime one, but
let me look here. Let me have a look. Colorado is undefeated.
Colorado's undefeated.
It was those 3. It was Colorado, Vegas, Boston are the 3 undefeated.
Which, I mean, I guess
Vegas is particularly kind of crazy because it's 6 now. They've already done 6 games and they're 6-0.
Yep,
Detroit's 5-1. They're 4-1, so that one's surprising too.
Detroit's it just went up to 5 too. They just won today. Yeah, they were just like the game just finished, so they're up to 5-1 and are leading the Atlantic. So,
dude.
Yeah.
Or when I said when we were making our picks at Detroit, I was like, they're going to be good. I know it's a small sample size, so it's like not like a lot to judge right now, and you don't think into it too much, but promising.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think they were going to be this good, but
dude, everyone doubts the Iser plan for 3.5 seconds, and somehow it just
yeah. Well,
turns out they might be all right.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to play a little hurdle?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Hurdle or the other one?
Oh, we can do hurdle. Do a little hurdle, and then we can talk about fantasy. And then we can call it a day. Nice quickie.
Puckdoku's crazy.
We don't ever have those.
All right,
we've had some really long episodes to start off the year, so we could probably use a short little catch up and be out of here. Yeah.
It's getting into the dog days.
The dog days. Yeah, 2 weeks in, it's the dog days, boys.
Say we just got started, Nick. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wait, screen share. All right, there we go. Should be able to see it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Hold on.
Just give her a little refresh.
You little bastard.
No.
What's the problem,
Okay.
Mike?
So Puck Doku.
Wait, let me see. Maybe it'll work better if I go through Google. Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, what is that? Do you see that right there?
That's like the
NHL?
NHL shield.
What's that little logo on his chest?
I think it's
Is
supposed to
that-
be the NHL. It looks like a C though.
Is that Christian Dvorak?
I don't know.
Go for
Try it. Is this what you see in
One
your
shot.
dreams, Ben?
No.
It was not.
Oh no.
It was
Not
very
at
not.
all. Wait, bring it up again.
It's in the West
There's
though.
no-
Somebody in the West.
It's not Zegras, is it?
You know what? Do Kopitar.
Ooh, I
that
could see
be-
that
could
actually.
be Kopitar. Oops, not.
I just did an
Kopitar.
opposite. I just did like someone in the West.
It's not a center.
It is a.
Oh.
Yep, Pacific.
Oh, it wasn't a center. Whoops.
Oh, jersey
Pacific.
number in between 11 and 28. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty narrow, honestly.
Age in
actually.
between 27 and 36. There we go. All right, give me a goalie.
Hmm.
In the Pacific, Jack Campbell.
Oh yeah,
He's got some shaggy hair,
he does.
doesn't he?
His is like sleek. Oh boy,
Huh. So it's not a goalie.
not a goalie. So it's a winger or a defenseman. Give me a defense because that's easier to knock out. I think.
In the West.
So,
okay, let's
like
go.
a 20,
Pacific specifically.
like a 29-year-old, 30-year-old defenseman, like 30-year-old defenseman. Anderson,
Alexiak.
Jamie.
I
Nah.
don't.
Is he that young? I thought he was older.
I don't know. I honestly don't
Right.
know. We got fucking Pacific Division again, of
I know
course. and
it's
now
always
I'm-
Pacific Division. Trying to think of teams. It's not. No. I don't
Anybody on
think-
LA?
It's not LA.
It's not LA, yeah, because.
Oh, right. Right.
So let's see. What do we got?
LA, Edmonton.
So it's Vancouver. Could it be Vancouver? Is that Tyler Myers? Does he look like that?
His number is 57.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How
So
do you
not
know
him.
that?
I actually did know that.
That's a great
too.
question, dude. That's a great question. Hockey stuff sticks with me. I don't understand why.
You guys are so much better at this shit than me. Like I don't.
I have
I
no
guess
clue.
it's because I don't pay it. I don't. Pay
I
as
mean,
much
I don't know if
attention
it's the thing to say better. Is we got a bunch of just useless
Yeah.
shit going around up in here.
What the hell,
But
dude?
apparently not enough useless shit, because
I'm gonna put.
What's
Troy,
another team?
I'm gonna put Troy Terry,
Is there any?
even though he's too young. Damn it!
Oh my god.
Is there
It's
anybody
not the
from-
Ducks?
Is it anybody on Seattle?
Oh. Wait.
He's 30 years old. 30 or 29. I think it's 30.
Try Alexiak. He's a little older now, I think.
Wasn't he like big too?
He's huge. Oh,
Yeah.
nice, Benny.
Oh, yo.
And he said it before too.
He did, yeah. I was
Let's
doubting.
go,
I was doubting.
Benny.
I thought he was,
Ben's
I thought
on
he was
that one.
older. I thought he was older.
There we
What a
go.
legend, dude.
Yeah, he's the. Don't you remember the cringy thing from the expansion draft where the guy was like,
Yeah, I do. That's
They call
That's
him
why I was-
thick or something, or
oh, he was like, he's the
Or
heaviest
fat.
guy in the NHL, but it's not. It's all muscle. He's like
Yeah.
feeling him up or something.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, you guys want to do one more? Times it 7:53. Yeah, we can do one more if you guys
Yeah, I'm
want.
done.
sure.
we'll make.
Let's see if it's
I
not
just,
Pacific.
I just always worry.
Yeah, you always. Well, yeah. Oh come on! Oh come on, guys. We all know who that is.
Bowen Byram?
Is it Johnny
Oh,
Gaudreau?
it could be Bowen Byram. I think that looks like Mark Stone.
Wait, yeah, try Mark Stone. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
actually,
yeah,
yeah.
That dude's hair is out of control.
That is not how you spell Stone.
Wait,
Fuck off.
what?
That's
No way.
That's Mark
No.
Stone. That's Mark.
Try Johnny
No.
Gaudreau.
I disagree to believe that.
It seems like it's too like flared at the end for Johnny.
Yeah, it might be actually.
Well, fuck it.
Why not though?
Okay.
Hey, it's the East.
It's Atlantic. It's Atlantic.
Stop going by 'em.
No shit.
It's Atlantic.
You knocked the West out on the last one.
What's that?
Oh wait! Oh my God! Yeah. That was so fun. I said it's. I said, oh, it's in the East, and Nick's like, no shit. We knocked the West out on the. You know what? 'Cause I'm thinking going into divisions. Yeah, I know. I always f that up.
So here's a couple tidbits to look at. They're younger than 30, and it's not Canadian or American.
Yes. So could be like a. Is it? That's not. Is that Willie?
I don't think so.
It's Atlantic. It's an Atlantic player.
Is that Arbor Xhekaj? No,
I
he's
don't
Canadian.
think so.
He's Canadian. He's Canadian now.
Try Willie. Why not?
What do we have?
Willie's a wing.
We got wingers already.
It's not Willie.
So think of a center. Any centers in the league look like that? I'm trying to think. None on the Lightning.
None on Ottawa.
I'm trying to think.
Is
of
it Mo
teams
Seider?
now.
Yeah, it might be Mo Seider.
Could be. Cedar. Oh, nice, Eric.
Hey.
There we go.
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, well, there we go. All right,
Redemption.
I'm gonna take just a 2-second break. You right there? Oh, I think he fucked up his computer.
No.
All right, we're gonna take a 2-second break, and then we'll be back, and we'll talk about fantasy, and then we'll be done, just like that. Just like that. All right. Cruising right back into it. Well, welcome back. So we're back to fantasy. We're just gonna talk about a little bit about fantasy. So we're at the end of week 2, which is kind of annoying. I kind of wish the week ended on Saturday, because then like the big Saturday, all the games, it would make it super intense.
That would be interesting.
Instead, it's like one game on Sunday could decide.
Yeah, the last 2 games on Sunday don't really change it unless you've got like 4 guys on one team.
Yeah. So right now the matchups are as follows. It's me and Rick, and I think I might have Rick on this one.
Yes.
So that's too bad for Eric. But it's your boy. Okay.
Yeah. So Mike, are you going to be 2-0 if you win this?
I will be 2-0. Unless
I'll be
something
1-1.
Yeah, unless something drastic happens, Danielle will beat my dad, and Danielle will be 2-0, and my dad will be 0-2,
No.
I'm about to be an 0-2.
Nick's gonna join me at 2-0.
And your mom's gonna join at the 0-2 squad.
Yep. So there's gonna be 2 1-1s, 2 0-2s, and 2 0-2s. Right?
I thought
There should be
Danielle was
two
gonna-
more. There's 8 teams. There's 3. There's a 3 of something in there. There's probably a 3 of a couple
there's
things.
3
in there.
0-2s, I think, and 3 2-0.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, talk to us, Nick. You're gonna be 2-0. What's working for you? What's working for you?
Getting the lucky combinations on the big night, except for last night, but I didn't need it. Like the first, what was it, like Tuesday night maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Earlier in the week there was another heavy night, and I had the right guys in that night. Got a lot of points from that, and that kind of like launched me ahead. Thank God I had like a good cushion, because last night I didn't have the right guys in, and I had a couple guys playing shit the bed on me, and then my bench got a lot of points, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
Never a fun
But
time.
my defense is still like
Doing really
pretty good. Like they're consistently, most of them. I mean, obviously defensemen don't always get you 10 points, but I'm seeing a lot of 8 to 12 point defensemen.
That's pretty
nights,
good.
which is pretty good. Yeah.
It's not bad. That's like a couple block
I
shots
thought
and assist.
I thought the triplet Florida guys was going to be a problem, and it kind of is, juggling like who's going to play and who's not going to play and trying to guess who's going to get the points.
Yeah.
But it, other than last night, I think I had Verhaeghe in and he didn't do anything, but Barkov did, and I was like, fuck, made the wrong choice on that one. But
yeah,
like those 3 have been pretty good.
it's
this
not
year,
terrible.
so.
Yeah, it's weird, and I don't even. How good are they even doing? Are they? I didn't even.
I mean, I think
didn't
they're
even see
scoring, but I don't think they're winning.
No.
Probably another problem with the goalie situation.
Could be.
But yeah, things are going okay.
Nice.
I play Danielle next week, so
Oh, watch out, Daniel.
Big matchup.
Watch out, Nick.
Huge
out.
matchup.
It's you and Nick next week. Not somebody will no longer be undefeated.
that's right.
That's
That's all I've got.
cool.
The only thing I'm disappointed in is Jason Robertson hasn't been doing much for Dallas yet. So, but
So you've
he's one
been
of those
winning,
people-
and he's not even been doing anything. Oh boy.
yeah, he's one of those people that I'm like, I'm not
Damn.
going to drop him
That's-
because at some point he's going to play good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point he'll wake up. Well, let's go to the opposite end of things. Benny, 0-2. What's not working?
Well, it didn't help that I didn't pay attention for a couple days this week, other than just setting the lineups like I set them. But then Tony has just been every single day changing players, and he ended up with a 6-game advantage over me in terms of how many games he had people playing. So unless David Pasternak, David, that's his name, right? Yeah, David Pasternak scores 5 goals tonight, and I have a miraculous comeback.
Yeah.
I don't think I am gonna win this week.
Yep.
It just got to the point where I started doing it a little bit, but I was honestly too late, and then it got to the point where any swap offs I could do to get some extra guys in today, I was like, well, I don't really want to. These are some guys I want to keep going forward. So it's it does not help that Washington's been ass. So they're by that metric, Alex Ovechkin has also been ass.
Yeah, right. He's got to pick it up if he wants that record.
Alex Ovechkin has been ass. Timo Meyer has been super mid compared to
you wishing you made that trade now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I really am. He's been mid as hell.
And I don't even have my guy playing.
Oh, burn.
I think that'll pick up because I think New Jersey's going to keep playing well, and I think he's eventually going to get worked in. He did the last game he played. I think he had 2 assists. So I'm hoping that's going to be a turnaround. I need it to be because I bought pretty high on him. But we shall see, I suppose.
Well, very nice. Eric, what have you been doing? You just set the lineups. Because you have
Yep.
by the way, I meant to tell you, you have Brandon Montour is on the IR. You can put him on the
Yep.
IR and pick up somebody else.
Oh, I can during that time? Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
You can do that anytime.
You just have to make the decision when he comes back off IR who you're going to drop back on your roster.
I'm probably going to do that then, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, my team's been pretty balanced. What's helping me out right now, actually, is Giroux and Brady on Ottawa, honestly, because they kind of started off hot there offensively. So that's helping me out a lot. Stamkos has been pretty consistent, and then having McKinnon, because the Avs have been undefeated, is very helpful.
Yeah,
and Vancouver started off really hot too.
Yeah,
so
they
Quinn
did.
Hughes has been, dude, both the Hughes brothers. Oh my God, between Jack and Quinn,
they're so good.
give me those Hughes points. Give me those Hughes points.
USA.
Yeah, USA. But so that's I'd say those are like the big pieces really helping me. Sorokin and Swayman have both been pretty good as well. I mean, Sorokin got me a lot with that shutout that he got against the Coyotes the other night.
Yep.
But it was interesting because I think the Islanders allowed so little shots that game. He could have gotten me more, I guess, with a shutout.
Yeah.
Well, I
still
play
got the
you next
shutout.
week, Mike.
So.
Oh, you get ready. Get ready for my 2-pronged attack for my 2 Vancouver players. Because that's who my big guys have been. Pedersen and JT Miller.
Dude.
Man.
You know who's been mid on my team?
Play with them because he gets a lot of points. So those guys must play on the same line.
Who?
Is it what?
Oh, those two?
Kuzmenko?
Oh,
Yeah.
Kuzmenko. Yeah, I think he does play with one of those two.
He does.
Yeah, I should play him with him, I guess.
My mid guys on the team have been Hyman so far because Edmonton sucks.
Yeah, they've been kind of doing poopy.
Erik Karlsson's been kind of just I don't think Pittsburgh's been doing too bad. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Rupe Hintz just came back from injury, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're about to be even better. Thank God you're not playing me next week. Let me tell you, I don't know how I am 2-0 because I have multiple people who are vastly underperforming what they should be. Like Mika Zibanejad has been doing nothing, man. Like he's been doing nothing.
The Rangers had kind of a slow start.
Yeah. Oh, I hope they pick it up. My defense hasn't been doing great, but they're doing okay. Alex Tuck, I don't think he has a point yet. He has it's just been bad. But everybody else has been doing okay. Connor Hellebuck had a good game last night, I think. But before that was like looking real pedestrian. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Jesper Bratt has been doing fun things as well.
Yeah, he's good.
But he was a steal, wherever I got him in the draft. It was like one of the last couple of rounds. But yeah, that's about it. And I'm playing Benny next week, so you know what that means. 3-0, bitches.
Okay. Calm down.
Don't slam him too much. He's gonna fucking quit. It's third weekend.
Oh no, I am past my quitting days. Nicholas.
Especially in this one, because
what's that, Nick?
You said that last year.
I didn't quit last year.
He didn't quit last year.
No?
He just no.
I mean,
I
did for like the last 4 days when I realized that it wasn't happening.
You weren't catching Dad, and you weren't gonna get caught. So.
Right, yeah. So if you want to count that as quitting, yes, I guess I technically did quit. But
I picked up Eric today. I picked up because I thought your goalie was gonna play, and I was like, oh, he's gonna fucking pass me. And the only one I had was Husso, who played last night, so he wasn't gonna play today.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab somebody, and I grabbed Lucas Raymond, and he got me 21 points, 3 assists.
There you go.
So maybe he'll just be a mainstay now.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, if Detroit keeps playing like this, might as well.
Might as well. I'll drop Zibanejad, that shitbag. All right. Any you guys want to talk about anything else? Anything else to say?
Nope. I want to end the episode with a quote from Jonathan Quick. That I thought was funny.
All right. Let's do it. As soon as it's done, I'm hitting the credits.
Okay. Everyone's good. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. So against Seattle last night, Quick was the starting goalie, and the Rangers beat Seattle. And a light went out at Climate Pledge Arena. So there was like a dark patch on the other side of the ice. And so Quick said, I thought, since it's Climate Pledge Arena, maybe they were using energy efficient bulbs or something. But it was actually the lights that went out. And that's it.